Alright, let's lock this in. A couple of things to talk about now. Number one, there is no fucking white genocide in South Africa. None whatsoever. Alright. Now, what is happening is white farm owners killing their black farm workers. And the thing is, these white supremacists always talk about how let the farmers leave, everybody's gonna die if they leave. All the fucking farm workers are bad, are black. All of them. All of the farm workers are black. All the white motherfuckers do is sit on their ass and collect a check. They're not working. Alright, so let's just cut the shit. Same thing in Zimbabwe. There's no fucking white genocide in Zimbabwe. They're living in peace. They got plenty of food. The only thing in Zimbabwe that's an issue is the economy's fucked up. That's it. And we all know it's because there's fucking sanctions, but for a country that has a massive amount of sanctions, she's about to hit that card. For a country that has a lot of sanctions on it, they're actually doing quite well. They've got a stable country. They've got solid infrastructure. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing. So let's cut the shit. But like I said, there's no fucking white genocide in South Africa. That's some bullshit. They've been saying that shit since like 2009, like trying to make it out like everybody's killing them and they're dying. But the funny thing is, recently, they just arrested a white farmer, sent him to prison for life, because once again, one of them murdered one of their farm workers in cold blood, which happens all the time. There's black genocide in South Africa where white people are killing the blacks. And they control all of the resources, by the way. The white supremacists control all the resources in South Africa. Not only that, as we speak, Israeli troops are training South African snipers from militia groups. They're training white supremacist militia. The Jews from Israel are training white supremacist militia groups in South Africa to snipe blacks. Alright? I had a guy tell me that the Jews helped stop apartheid, which is horse shit. The reality is they were propping the apartheid state up in South Africa just like they prop up the one in Namibia. Alright? Just like they prop up the one in Namibia. Okay? They gave South Africa nuclear weapons. That's a fact. So let's not play this whole game of it's the Jews. The Jews are white and they're helping their people, the white South Africans, against the black race. That's just what it is, because we're in a global race war. That is what it is. Now, unfortunately, South Africa cucked off, and the ANC has stopped the expropriation bill. They've cucked out and stopped buying back land from the farm owners who were buying it, by the way. Excuse me, selling it, by the way. So that's unfortunate, and Malema's gonna fall under the wire for that. They're gonna go after him, but at the end of the day, yeah, there's no white genocide, but we know what genocide there is going on, especially in America, the race war, where they're gunning down 4,000 people every year. All right, and 1,000 of those, almost more than 1,000, are black. We all know this. We've seen the reports. We've seen the videos of them gunning down blacks in the street. It's real. It's happening. We've seen the guy in Jacksonville go to a Madden event and gun down like 2 people based on race, because it's a race war. Fortunately, he good game pieced out himself. But like I said, this is a real deal race war. And they're locking it in. They got their cucks sucking them off, making excuses. But let's cut the shit. We see what's going on. No more talking, no more games. Donald Trump was talking about sending guys in there to actually kill the South Africans for their own loss, because he felt that the white race was in danger of losing its dominance over the blacks because they control the resources. And if that doesn't tell you that this is a race war, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. By the way, as we speak, we got another situation going on. The white supremacist oligarchs are planning another false flag attack in Syria to try and wrap up a one last gung-ho Hail Mary to take over the country for the Jews and execute the Heartland Theory. Right as we speak, they got ships heading into the Mediterranean for another attack on Syria using ISIS, the Americans' ISIS forces. Because as we all know, ISIS is propped up, armed, and funded and trained by the CIA. It's a white supremacist organization, paid for, armed, and trained by your tax dollars. By the most vile, sinister country and government since the Nazis, who America also funded, just like they funded the Bolsheviks and Mao Zedong and Pol Pot, just like they funded that psychopath Papa Doc in Haiti. That's all they do, just like they fund these fascist groups that murder people in Venezuela and burn black people alive in the streets. This is what you're dealing with, man. This is a real deal race war. And the blacks are so passive, they know what's going on. They know what's going on. But they're passive and they're weak. And they're not going to do anything, and that's because of the black pastor. I mean, let's be real here. The black pastor pumped into blacks' heads for centuries that the white man did them a favor by bringing them here and locking them in slavery, even though they were already blacksmiths in Africa. There are already carpenters in Africa. There are already metal workers of all types in Africa. I got like 3 Congolese swords. They're like 500 years old. Blacks have been working iron for 2,000 years. So let's cut the shit. Yeah, people, no, it's not true, but there's evidence all over the place. There's videos on YouTube that prove it. So fuck them and fuck what they believe. The facts are the facts, and they're out there. But anyway, the black pastor pumped bullshit into blacks' heads for years, making these niggas servile and weak. They're sucking their ass because they think that the white race did them a favor by giving them Jesus. And Jesus is trash. The whole idea of Christianity was to rebel against the Roman God system and find heaven in yourself. Find independence away from the Caesars. But when Constantine needed to consolidate power after moving the Roman capital to what's now Istanbul, he needed to have a sign of strength and something that would unify everybody. And that's where the Universal Church, aka Christianity, came into play. That's where it came into play, and that's where it solidified the power for himself. That's why it has bullshit in it like, give Caesar his due. I mean, come on. It's filled with Roman proverbs. It's bullshit. I mean, in an ideal world, the black church would be used to consolidate wealth without paying taxes. It would be used for business networking, social networking, to build up the nickdom and then strengthening it, especially in Africa and the United States. That's what it should be used for, but it's used for bullshit, hooking up, and nonsense. You niggas use every avenue that could be used to build up power and wealth. You use for stupid, monkey nonsense. And it's a goddamn shame. Especially when you're in the middle of a goddamn race war. Stop playing these games, stop marching. Do what you need to do. Start building a real economic base. I mean, I'm in New York. There's like 4% of the businesses in New York are black owned, but the city's like 25% black. That's fucking pathetic. That's pathetic, man. Every nigga thinks because they got a government job or city job that they're good to go, and that's nothing. What's going to happen when they play the games that they always play when the money gets tight and they start fucking with the unions and squeezing you niggas out? Then you're going to be bitching and crying and selling the latest designer drug to clock some dollars, or dancing on the fucking train, or selling candy trying to intimidate people, or shining shoes like you were doing back in the 20s. And that's absolutely fucking pathetic, man. Get it together. These people are laughing at you. The other people are coming over here and they're locking it in. They're getting the money. What are you niggas doing? Your shiny shoes and dancing on the train. And then using that money to buy Jordans and take those back to the projects. Where you're trying to get fat, ugly chicks to choose on you. And they're always fat and ugly out here. 300 pounds, 5'6" to 6'5". Ghastly, beastly she boogers from the hood. Come on, and lock it in and get it together. Stop fucking fat bitches. Start building some businesses. Start getting them biscuits. Start getting some butter. Put them together and lock it the fuck in and get the deal going. Because this is war. This ain't a playtime cupcake picnic. There's an anti-black genocide in Colombia. There's an anti-black genocide in Venezuela. They've locked in sanctions on Venezuela. They're trying to get rid of the government that the people elected. They're surrounding Iran, training terrorists right outside of Iran, in Afghanistan, where they're also smuggling heroin via Silkway Airlines into Europe, where before they process it in Azerbaijan. They're about to attack Syria once again with another false flag attack. You just had a white supremacist shoot up a bunch of blacks in Jacksonville. I mean, what do you need to see? How much more of this shit do you need to see? They're using this fucking bullshit Russiagate to censor people. They're using the Alex Jones shit to censor people like I said they would do. And you guys are just sitting around letting it happen. And when you got people kicking down your fucking door because you're smoking a goddamn e-cigarette, you're going to be bitching and moaning while getting a fucking nightstick shoved up your ass, man. Cut the fucking shit. It's a war on all sides, and everybody's getting it. Bitch.